If you're someone that doesn't procrastinate, then I'm sure you've set your goals for the new year already. I, however, do procrastinate and I'm easily distracted. So in this video, I'll be using Notion to set goals for February and 2023. What's up? Happy late new year. Hope you've had a good and safe new year so far. If you're new here, my name is Baine. I'm a videographer and choreographer who loves tech, gaming, baseball, all that good stuff. This is a video that's a little bit different for my channel. I don't really have any Notion content on here, but I do love Notion. I've used Notion for the past few years and I just have obsessed over it and changed everything about it about 14 times. They've changed a lot, just like any other Notion user. But I saw people doing these monthly resets and goal settings, and I thought, you know, this would be great. I never have used Notion to track goals, but this seemed like the perfect time to do this with the new year and everything, even though I've procrastinated on it. But we're here, we're doing it now, okay? I will say this, if you don't know what Notion is, I'll give you a quick rundown. Notion is an all-in-one productivity app where you can track notes, to-do lists. You can have databases where you're tracking projects, and it is so much. There's so much you can do with it. It's all customizable, and once you get into it, it's really easy to get obsessed with it. Anyone that uses Notion can attest to that. One thing I want to say before we jump into Notion is these type of videos I will be releasing every month until the end of the year. Now, if you like this, and I enjoy doing them, I'll continue them after this year. I really want to make these videos as a way to hold myself accountable, because not only do I have to sit down and goal set, but I have to record them, show them to you all, and I don't want to look lazy and have to blame my TikTok diagnosed ADHD on it. So yeah. Anyway, should we hop into Notion now? All right, so here is my Notion. I'm going to say this because I know my Notion people. I'm not going to do a tour of my setup because I pretty much just did a revamp within the past month or two. So I don't want to do any sort of tour because there's pages with nothing in it right now. Once I get it figured out, once I get it set to where I like it and it works for me, then I'll do a setup tour. All right, let's hop in. Let's go ahead and start with goals. I have right here pretty much templates for my monthly and yearly goals set already to where I can just click a button and it goes and it pops in down like this. It is 2023. We're going to do the year 2023 goals first. So some of my goals for 2023 will be kind of vague, but I'll be using them as sort of a guide to help set my monthly goals. Just want to say that up front. So let's go ahead and start with personal goals for 2023. So first thing that I can think of is eat healthier. So this is one that is vague, but I really just want to eat things that make me feel good after I eat them. Because right now I'm eating things that just kind of drag me down, makes me feel groggy or foggy headed. I just want to feel better after I eat and not feel groggy all the time. All right, next one, take a food allergy test. I also think I could probably add in like a food tolerance test, but I'm not sure if that's a real thing or not. I've heard someone talk about it, but I just want to take a test that can help me figure out what foods my body likes. If I'm allergic to something, obviously my body doesn't like that. So I want to cut that out of my diet. So this kind of goes on along with eating healthier, because if I can find food that my body likes, and if I can cut out those foods that I'm allergic to, that my body can't process, then I think that will make me feel better as well. So that is something I really, really want to do in 2023. Next up is be more active. I just want to get moving around a little bit more than I have in the past few years. Though I am a choreographer and I dance, I'm not dancing or being as active as I used to be when I was younger, because I was training, teaching, choreographing, all that stuff, like 10, 12, 13, 14 hours a day. No joke on that one either. And I was just active a lot more. And now I'm not as active as much because I'm doing a little bit more videography and work sitting at a desk. So I just want to be more active. And how I'm going to be more active in the year is what the next goal will help with. So I want to complete every month's Apple Watch activity goal. Now, if you have an Apple Watch, you know what these are. If you don't have an Apple Watch, then they are pretty much goals that your Apple Watch sets for you to try to achieve by the end of the month, right? And when you do, you get a little like a trophy award type thing within the activity app on your watch. Now, I've almost completed this a few times every year, and I've come up like a month or two short. But this year, I want to get them all done. And actually, as I was recording this video, I have achieved my January goal. I got 1 month down, 11 more to go. Next up is I want to spend more time in nature. Now, I think this is going to be good for mental health and just getting out from behind a desk and getting away and being able to breathe in fresh air and all that good stuff. And actually, I just got in my new sleeping bag, a blanket, and stuff to air up a sleeping pad so I can go camping. So I'm super excited about that. I never knew I was like really into like camping and whatnot, but I went and car camped actually and fully enjoyed it. Didn't expect that I would enjoy it as much as I did. So I would love to do more car camping. I'd love to actually like go somewhere away from any light pollution from cities and stuff like that and be able to camp and shoot some photos of the night sky and try to get a good shot of the Milky Way in the sky. That is like a bucket list for me. And even if it's not camping, even if it's just going outside to work or going hiking, anything like that would be great. So that all feeds into being healthier, not so much eating healthier, but being healthier and being more active. So spend more time in nature is going to be a good top priority for me this year. Next up is create healthy habits. Now, I don't feel like I have a lot of healthy habits right now because I wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is I check my phone. As I'm going to sleep at night, I have my phone in my hand. So this could be as simple as creating a morning routine that doesn't involve looking at my phone and involves more stretching, working out, eating a healthy breakfast, anything like that. So I just want to create healthier habits. Lastly, for personal goals is diversify income. Now, I think this is important for anyone to do. We've kind of noticed over the past few years that everyone's jobs, everyone's income could be gone in less than a day. So I think it's good to, even if you have a full-time job, to have other ways to make money. And so that's what I want to do, diversify my income. That is a huge goal of mine, along with health. So just moving on down the line, next up is YouTube goals. So the goals for this channel. First up is something that we are doing right now, which is the monthly goal planning videos. So like I said at the top of this video, I want to do this every month until the end of the year at least. So next up is a little bit of a 2-for-1 because I want to get monetized by the end of the year. So that means I need to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Now, I will say this is a hefty goal to try to get to, but I think it's a good goal to try to reach within a year. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I'm not really too worried about getting monetized, but to me, it's a good goal to try to work towards because it's just out of reach, I believe, and I think it'll push me to really get videos posted, get streams going, get shorts going and all that stuff, and really grow this channel and create, because that's what I love to do. That's why I want to do these videos, and why I want to have this channel and everything is because I love to create, and this YouTube channel allows me to do that. So I think it's a good hefty goal, even though I'm not too worried about monetization, but it will help with that, diversify income thing. Anyways, moving on. So I think that's it for my YouTube goals. So we're just going to go ahead and move on to RE3 goals. Now, RE3 is my creative media business. It's one that I really haven't launched yet because I've been OCD about something, and that OCD-ness is the website. So my first goal for my business is to publish the website. And I don't know why I feel the need to have the website be the launching point for the business, even though I've worked under the business name for a few years now with like videography and stuff like that. I just feel like on social media and webs and like internet presence, right? I feel like it needs to be done before I just go all out on social media and whatnot. So I really need to get the website done, because one of the services I offer now is a good time to be promoting that and trying to get business from it. So I need to get that website done. Next up is something that I started in 2019 and then had to put a hold on it because I got a full-time job when I was living in St. Louis. But I loved doing it so much that I wanted to start it back up right before the pandemic hit, but then everything shut down and I didn't have access to the space that I would be using for it because they shut it all down and wouldn't allow anyone in there to do anything. So all of that got put on hold. But this year, 2023, I want to bring it back, and that is Move Mondays. Now, Move Mondays was something I did every Monday. There were dance tutorials that were posted on my business's YouTube channel, and I also had a Patreon where you could learn the other half of the routine. Again, procrastinator here. So they were so much fun to do. I want to bring them back and tweak them a little bit. Now, this next goal is something that I'm not going to talk about. Okay, I'm just going to write it and then we're going to move on. Okay, because I don't want to talk too much about it. So, yeah, I want to make a product that's tangible. That's all I'm going to say about it. Moving on. Next up is Fiverr goals. Now, I'm going to say this right now, or I set these. Fiverr is something that I want to use as a way to diversify my income. I don't have many gigs posted on there, and I've not done a lot of jobs on there either, but it's something that I want to put a focus on. So my first goal will be to add one new gig or update one old gig per month. Now, what I mean by that is you can have however many gigs you want to offer on Fiverr. So if I have anything that I can offer that I can put into a gig and try to make money off of and try to get some jobs off of, I want to do that. But if I don't have anything or I don't want to add a new one, I can go back and tweak some of my old ones. So maybe they would be more appealing or drive in more traffic to that gig. So I think that would help with diversifying that income with Fiverr by doing that. So this next goal is definitely a hefty goal compared to how many gigs I've done so far on Fiverr. But I think if I can complete 50 orders within the next year, that'd be amazing. This goal is definitely a hefty goal compared to the amount of orders I get now. But if I put in the work and do the one gig per month or update an old gig per month or multiple times a month, I think it is a goal that is definitely reachable. With that completes my 2023 goals. I do want to go back and show you my vision board. You're going to notice that all of this kind of coincides with my goals. So let's start at the top. I didn't say anything about this, but this is, I want to spend more time with friends and make more memories with them. So that is something I really want to do. Now, as you can probably notice, there's a lot of nature vision board pictures here, thingies. So I want to go kayaking. That's a trip that I've been bugging a friend about. I was hoping we can do it this year, but it might be pushed off for another year, but we'll see, or at least until fall. So I would love to do that, especially in that scenery. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Here's car camping, hiking, and then here's that camping and taking a shot of the night sky. Then, of course, video editing and stuff like that. So that would go along with getting the business going and getting the Fiverr stuff going. And then fitness and health. And I didn't want to add food on here, by the way, because I don't want to look at this and get hungry every time. So that is why that is not there. And then this is kind of random too, but I just want to be out in the sun more, especially in warm weather. So yeah, there's my vision board for 2023. All right, let's go ahead and move on to monthly goals for February. Let's create a new template and type in February. Now, just like with 2023, we're going to start with my personal goals. So this first one, I want to track what I eat daily. This way I can go, okay, well, this is making me feel like crap. This is making me feel good. And I can be able to say, okay, you know what? I'm not getting a whole lot of protein and I'm not getting a whole lot of vitamins or whatever. If I track what I eat on the diet that I'm doing now, which is just eat whatever, then I think I can figure out just by doing that some foods that I probably shouldn't be eating. So and I'll probably know those foods, but if I track it, then I have data to back it up and be able to be like, I can't eat these foods. Next up, we talked about this in the 2023 goals, but I want to complete the February Apple activity goal. I don't know what it is yet because it's not February yet. I am recording this in January. So once I do find that out, then I'll be working towards getting that award for February. This next one is kind of related to eating healthier, but also creating healthier habits. No soda. I'm pretty good at cutting out soda and not drinking soda. Actually, I had my first soda yesterday I hadn't had a soda in a week or week and a half, and it made me feel like crap. So it's pretty easy for me to cut out soda. So next up, this is going along with the Apple activity goal stuff, but it's a goal that I'm setting for myself, which is closing my calorie ring 21 times. My January Apple Watch activity goal was closing my calorie goal 14 times. So I'm just adding 7 days to that. And also that's 75% of the month. It gives me some days to have off if I don't feel good or if I just need the day off type of thing. So I think it's a good goal to start with for the first month of having these goals. So YouTube goals. So right now I am at 189 subscribers and 134 public watch hours. So I'm going to go ahead right now and just populate my goals for YouTube, and then I'll explain them in a second. So the goals are 200 subscribers. So that's adding 11 subscribers within the month of February. 150 watch hours. So that's adding 15 watch hours, which I think will be doable if I post one video per week and have 2 streams per week. I think that will be a good, easy goal to hit. And then moving forward, we can bump them up and make them a little bit more ambitious. So next up, moving on to the business goals. So we're going to go ahead and put one of the main goals that is right here, which is publish website. Publish the website. Get it done, Daniel. Come on, get it together. So like I said, I want to launch the business, officially launch the business, and the website is kind of what's holding me back. I'm just OCD about it, you know? I'm very OCD about creative things, so that is what's been holding me back. I want to get that done. Yeah, that way I can do the next goal, which is start direct marketing. Now, I talked about this earlier when I was talking about the goals for the year for the business. One of the services I offer should be going on right now. Now is the prime time for that service. However, because the website and everything, I haven't marketed it. I should have been marketing like months ago. So getting the website done and starting the direct marketing now is key, like it's essential. So hopefully in a month, whenever we do the plan with me for, what is it, right, February, March, those will be ticked off because those need to get done. So lastly, the Fiverr goals. So the first one is something that we already know is coming, which is to add a new gig, specifically a choreography gig. Funny enough, I may be a choreographer, but I don't have any dance gig on there yet. My first gig was, my friends and family are going to laugh at this, a beta reading gig, which means you read someone's book or article or story or whatever it may be, and then you give them feedback on it, right? I'm not much of a reader, but I niched down to where it was anything that I was sent was stuff that I was extremely interested in, whether it be mystery, horror, adventure, anything like that. So I do have a videography gig though that I posted in January. So this will be adding the dance side of my repertoire. Really the only thing I have left for this gig, because I have most of it done, is to write a description and to edit down a choreography sample. So not much left, but definitely something I want to get done. And lastly, I just want to complete one order. I don't care which gig it is. I just want one order done. Like I said, Fiverr is not like a huge income source. I don't get a ton of gigs because I haven't really put any focus on it. So if I can complete one order, then I would be extremely happy. With that, I'm done with my goals for 2023 in February. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a long video, probably a longer video than I will post with any of these monthly resets and updates and playing with meats and all that stuff, or any video that I post outside of that. I had fun doing this and playing this with you. I'm looking forward to doing this every month. You know, I want to build a community here that's about supporting each other and positivity. So what are your goals for the new year? What are your goals for February? Let me know by commenting down below. Now, if I was like every other YouTuber, I'd sit here and tell you to like the video, sub to the channel, and hit that bell button over there. That way you're notified whenever I go live or whenever I post a new video. But I'm not going to be like every YouTuber. I'm just going to do my sign out and leave. So with that said, till next time, stay random.